Spurgeon here with RevZilla to talk to you about the Joe Rocket Phoenix Ion jacket available at RevZilla.com. So the Phoenix Ion is going to be a 2-season warm weather offering from Joe Rocket. Now I say 2-season because you're looking at a full mesh construction, but you have a full sleeve waterproof liner and you do have a vest, or thermal vest rather, also giving you protection from the elements. So you can stretch this into the spring, into the fall, and on those cooler summer nights you can put that full sleeve waterproof liner in there and it'll help to block the wind. So you do have a nice functional piece with something like the Ion, and when you take all of that out, you have massive amounts of perforated mesh to just push the airflow through, giving you a nice, comfortable, protective shell in those warm summer riding seasons. With its low cut to this, it's going to work great for touring riders, for sport riders. There's a lot of functionality baked into this particular piece. Now, when we're talking about sizing first and foremost, Ethan on my left-hand side is going to be 5'9", weighs in at 250 pounds rather, with a 47-inch chest. When we measured him around his waist, he measures at 46 inches. He wears his jeans in a size 38. So correlating this back to Joe Rocket's size chart, we have Ethan in a size extra large, which is going to be spot on with Joe Rocket's size chart. So if you're using the size chart, you shouldn't have any surprises there. You can see it gives Ethan a nice articulated fit. Now, sizes are going to range from small up to 5XL, and there's going to be tall sizes available. This is one of the things that I like from Joe Rocket. If you are a larger gentleman, they do have sizes to match your body style. Now, as far as colors are concerned, there's a slew of different colors, including the high-vis option that you're going to see Ethan rocking on my left-hand side. Now, Joe Rocket's really known for bringing affordable gear without breaking the bank to the market that's going to keep you safe if you do have a crash on your bike. And the Phoenix Ion jacket is for you riders out there looking for a nice summer piece. You don't want to wear a whole bunch of bulky gear because you don't want to be hot, you don't want to be sweaty. This allows you to wear a nice mesh jacket. There is impact armor in here, and it's going to help to keep you safe. And there's also going to be some beefed up impact protection at your impact zones. Now, if you want to take a step up from this, you want to look at something that's going to be more of a true 4-season option, check out the Alter Ego from Joe Rocket. The Alter Ego is going to give you a lot of the same protection, beef things up a little bit, but it's also going to give you true 4-season functionality. Now, when we're talking about the Phoenix Ion, again, for those of you out there looking for a nice summer piece around the $180 price point, you're getting a lot of your bang for your buck factor with this. Now, when we're talking about the jacket, starting with the top, working our way through this, the first thing you notice, there's 3 different materials coming into play. You're going to have this massive amount of FreeAir mesh working its way through the chest, through the arms to just beef up airflow. You're then going to have ballistic nylon at the shoulders, at the elbows for your impact zones. And the last piece of material you're going to notice is a Dynatex, and that's going to be located at your torso and then at the lower part of your arm. So there's 3 different materials all coming into play to make sure that you're safe, but to also make sure that you're comfortable with that airflow in the summer months. Now, starting at the top, working our way through, you have a little bit of microfiber at the collar. Going to be a nice, comfortable piece for when you're wearing this. It's going to help to wick sweat away a little bit. You do have a single snap closure at that collar, nice low slung collar, not going to be up. You don't want a big, tall collar on a warm jacket. And as you're working your way through this, you can see the ballistic nylon working its way at the elbows, at the shoulders with this. And the other thing you notice, if you're looking just at the close texture of the nylon itself, it's going to have an INNOLITE material worked into it. And what INNOLITE is, you can see it in those little silver dots. It's just pops of reflectivity to make sure that you are nice and visible as the cars have their high beams reflecting off of you. Something that the high-vis offering really helps to pull out as well, just maximum visibility. Now, looking through the arms on this, you're going to notice all the armor is removable, but it's removable via external zippers. So it's really easy to get the armor out and back in if you do need to wash the jacket. And as you're working your way down the inside of the arms on this, you're going to notice that the snaps for adjustments of the biceps and the forearms are going to be elasticated. So you can actually pull this down, get a nice secure fit, and you don't have to worry about it just holding that fit into place. It moves with you. So as you're working your motorcycle controls, as your forearm has a tendency to flex back and forth, the elastication allows a little bit of movement there, so you have a nice snug fit while still maintaining comfort. Now lastly, when you come down to the outside on this, single snap closure and a zip to the cuff with this. As we pull this back, you're going to see there is going to be our full sleeve waterproof liner, color-coded connection point, so you have a nice easy way to connect this over, and then you are going to have a nice slip mesh liner. So if you do have everything removed, you still have that nice comfort mesh liner lining all the way down the sleeves with this particular piece. Now, working your way down the body, Again, full mesh design, a little bit of the Joe Rocket branding just done in kind of a ghost style black on black. And then working your way down, the first thing you notice is the chest pocket over on the left-hand side. Asymmetry coming into play, you're gonna have one chest pocket, it is gonna be fleece lined, and there is a pass-through for earbuds. So if you're rocking your iPhone or your iPad, pad is too big, you can fit that in there and then you can run the wires straight out through. Now this is not a waterproof pocket, so if you get caught in a rainstorm, you definitely don't want to leave any electronics sitting out in that particular pocket. Working your way down through the body on this, you do have dual hand warmer pockets on either side, and you can zip those open and stick your big old mitts in there if you do find yourself a little bit chilly into those summer evenings. Ethan, I'm gonna have you turn face sideways for me. Throw that hand up in the rider position. Now, one of the things you're gonna notice working your way down the back on this, you do have accordion stretch at the back of your shoulders, really maintaining flexibility. If you find yourself more of a tuck, this is really gonna help to work through the different areas that you might find yourself using this jacket, whether you're on a cruiser or a touring bike or something with a little bit more of a tuck to it. Helps with the comfort and the range of motion. And then when you get down to the bottom on this, there is gonna be just a nice Velcro waist adjuster, so you can fine tune this to really where your waist sits individually. And you can see there's gonna be those external pockets for getting the armor in and out. You can get a nice clear shot of it right there on the elbow to really show you how this goes in and how this goes out. Ethan, you go ahead and face backwards for me. Starting at the top, like I said earlier, you have a nice little popper of microfiber at the top of this, just adds to a nice comfortable nature with this particular jacket. Working your way down, you do have the big rocket right across the top to remember and remind people that you are a rocket man. You are a Joe Rocket user through and through, and much like Elton John, Rocket Man is the way to go. Now, working your way down on this, you do have nice strips of reflectivity, blacked out, done nicely. Not gonna be overall showy, but does help to keep you visible in those nighttime situations. And then you do have a rabbit pouch at the bottom. So if you pull out that full sleeve liner or you pull out the thermal liner and you want a place to store it, the rabbit pouch does a nice job of that. Now, there is gonna be a back pad in here. This is not CE rated, so the CE armor that you get at the shoulders as well as the elbow is not mimicked in the back protector. You would want to replace that with a Knox TP2 style back protector. Will slide right in, but just don't confuse that back pad with the Truon back protector. Go ahead and face forward for me, Ethan, and go ahead and on-snap, on-zip, and we're gonna on-peel, Ethan, like a layer of an onion here. So first thing you're gonna come to is you're gonna notice this is gonna be your rain liner. It's gonna zip in on both sides. You do have a little connection here if you do need a place to hold a spare key so you don't get stuck out there when you lose your key. And Ethan, I'm gonna have you go ahead and unzip, and you see a nice waterproof rain gusset along this side. It's gonna give you maximum coverage, make sure water is not gonna push through. And then you're gonna have that main zipper that you're gonna open up. And then underneath that, you're gonna have your thermal vest liner. So you can see thermal vest does zip out really nicely. Below this, if we go ahead and just pull this back up for a second, you're gonna see nice sweat wicking mesh on the inside of the actual rain liner. So you can wear the rain liner as a destination piece, and it's gonna work as a nice slip liner to make sure you're comfortable, even if you're just wearing this alongside of a t-shirt. You also have a shock cord adjuster at the bottom of the rain liner as well, so you can adjust the rain liner individually of the jacket to make sure it stays in place and you don't have water pushing up through there. Now, as you take a look at the inside of the actual jacket, you do have belt loop connections, and again, nice mesh on the inside of the jacket, so if you're just rocking that t-shirt and the jacket in the summer months, massive amount of airflow, massive amount of comfort. Ethan, go ahead and zip up for me. Now, while he's zipping this up, and again, there's a lot of layers of zippers here to get it on and off if you are rocking all the layers, but it does work nicely to make sure that none of that water is gonna be pushing through. What you're getting with the Phoenix Ion is a nice summer option that's gonna keep water out and keep you more protected than something like just rocking a t-shirt out there while still maintaining the airflow of something like a t-shirt. Now, there's a lot of riders out there that are currently rocking Joe Rocket gear. And if you wanna hear what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device to read other rider reviews about Joe Rocket products that they're rocking on their rides. If you have more questions for us, pick up the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Joe Rocket Phoenix Ion jacket. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.